everybody, and welcome back to Healthy Extracts channel. We have a special interview today with you guys. We're going to walk through the background of Scott Landers, the new Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Scott, how are you doing over there?
Fantastic. It's a beautiful sunny day in Colorado and happy to be here.
Good. Glad to have you here. Here in Ohio, we're still looking at mountains of snow outside, but something you guys are still familiar with there in Colorado to some degree as well,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Good.
Absolutely. It's something we love. So,
Yep. So kind of diving into it a little bit, just like Duke, just like when we had Whitney on, we want to know a bit about your past. So tell us about your past experience, some of your big wins, and like the things that you're really cohesively bringing to the Healthy Extracts team here.
Yeah, I've got a very eclectic background. My undergrad was in computer science. I flew helicopters for the Army for 6 years and then got an MBA in finance. I was lucky enough to work with Dish Network when they're in their sort of explosive growth years. Worked with Duke there when we went from 500 employees to 13,000 employees, from 100 million to 15 billion in valuation. So and while I was there, I was running advertising and marketing, and I always kind of tell people I got a PhD in marketing working for Charlie Ergen. So it was really great experience. Got experience in consulting with Arthur Andersen and KPMG, and then after leaving Dish, I started my own venture and really have focused on direct response marketing. I worked in the infomercial business, direct response television business. I worked in digital marketing, and we've worked with small startups, and we worked with large brands, like Guardian Life and MetLife. We worked with a lot of the direct response or direct to consumer products in the nutritional supplement space, as well as in fitness and home housewares, those kind of things. So a lot of experience as the industry has changed dramatically, and tried to stay up on those shifts from the days of television and phone calls and print advertising into the digital age and direct to consumer through the social media channels.
Yeah.
So,
Scott, just to pick your brain a little bit on that, you're right.
yeah.
Technologically, things have changed heavy on the advertising, or just getting things in front of the faces of the people who would actually want to see them, right? So how does that feel now? Is it significantly more honed in? Is it cheaper? Is the process easier now, or is it just like now you have to
Oh
be
no.
educated on it now?
No, I used to call it yell and sell, right? You could just run it full print ads or TV ads, and the phone would ring, and probably about 2008 to 2012, it dramatically shifted to everything moved to online, and the complexity grew immensely for marketers. Big brands used to be able to just buy the upfronts, go out, play some golf with the networks, buy the upfronts in the fall, and run their ads, buy the Super Bowl ad, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And so there were much fewer channels, but the marketing was far less effective, right? And as you moved into digital, you got, if you knew what you were doing, it became very efficacious, very targeted, to be able to deliver marketing messages and hit the consumers that are looking for it. And so that's where I think I can add a lot of value to Healthy Extracts in coming into this role. And that's really why I've joined Duke at this time. He and I have been talking about it for a couple of years now. And a couple of years ago, they were primarily selling through distributors, through their channels. But the pandemic forced them to go online and go digital. And they've done a phenomenal job of laying the groundwork and shifting into a direct to consumer. And as we're coming out of the pandemic, their channel marketing is coming back, and that sales channel is coming back to life. And they still have the direct to consumer, the direct relationship through the website and through Amazon and some of the online shopping opportunities. So that's why I joined. It was the perfect time for me to kind of really layer in my skills. You have to get the baseline down, but then you can start to use some very advanced techniques in customer acquisition and direct to consumer marketing through social media and other tactics. So
Yeah. So interesting. Now, with all these channels open, and like you said, I feel like a lot of industries as a whole had to kind of bob and weave through the COVID situations that were
yeah,
happening. And, the better ones made it through. And that's kind of one
right.
thing. We've lost a lot of companies over the course of the past couple of years because of this as
Yeah.
well. So, with things now, how do you view things overall from a sales and marketing perspective? How do you think they're going to play out in 2022 versus, say, last year, which is a very anomalous year for everybody?
Yeah, it was an anomalous year, yet Duke and his team were able to really drive success an incredibly challenging environment as they pivoted, as I said, to direct to consumer. So as their channel marketing efforts come back, I think you're just going to see explosive growth, and that's where I joined. I joined Dish Network when it was hitting its explosive growth time. I like to time my entry into successful companies so that I look like more of a hero than I probably am.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited about the opportunities here, both in both products as they start to focus on heart and head as the aging population. Um, Consumers are getting more accurate, more accustomed to, even older consumers, to using online tools and online marketing and buying things online, and so that really bodes well for Healthy Extracts in this coming year. I think it's going to be a phenomenal year for us.
Agreed, Scott. Well, thank you for coming on,
Yeah,
walking through your past. I guess to leave things on a little bit of a more personal, lighter note. So, like when you're getting involved in terms of sales and marketing, what would you say the principles that you hold on to dearly that you bring to every company really are?
yeah. So I think for me the key is focus, right? Focus on what makes the company succeed and delivers the most value to consumers, right? It is about the consumer ultimately, and if you are authentic in your delivery and your product, that comes through in your marketing, and then your marketing results in sales, and the sales results in the financial positive outcomes that we're looking for this year. So I'm really excited because I think, like you've said with Duke in the past, the company is really well grounded, made it through a challenging time, learned how to pivot, and I'm excited to just kind of pour on the accelerator and drive the business forward. So
Perfect. Well, Scott,
yeah,
very well said. Thank you again for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching. If you guys have any
absolutely.
questions for Scott, let us know and we'll dive into them. But for now, stay tuned for another video coming soon. And Scott, have a wonderful day.
You too, Michael. You as well.